I'm looking up
Just
right
a
now.
reason not to say anything you regret
Mm.
to say about your parents. Let's see. I can go up too. Ben, you gotta collect that spring.
I click.
That spring?
Turn
Is
that
it like
spring
a
Tell me a
metal
thing if you
spring?
ain't got that spring.
Ain't nothing if you
Does
don't
it
get that.
go
any spring.
downstairs and alone or in pairs?
Alone end of pairs.
Oh, by the way, any of you guys have any experience running the pie hole?
The pie hole?
Shut
Yes.
yours.
You say
Just
yes,
make
Mango?
sure to
Yeah, I
shut
run
yours.
one right now.
Oh, cool. You ever have any issues?
Sometimes like some like apps on people's on phone will not work because they use like some,
Buddy.
telemetry thing
Mhm.
that
Oh yeah.
it blocks by default. And like if it's not working, you can either just like hop off of Wi-Fi or turn off the Pi-hole for a little while and see like what it's trying to do. You can like watch that client.
Yeah.
Or you can just Google like that app's name in Pi-hole and probably someone has already figured it out.
You see, I got a friend who has parents who
Who's asking for a
are
friend?
idiots.
Seems
Mhm.
unlikely.
Like the sort of. Hey, that is really rude.
I didn't know you heard that.
Anyway, that person has friends who are that friend has parents who are the type of people who will click on, say, free ESPN, just click here. And I was figuring that, if those people are not able to change their ways, I figured that might be a decent solution.
Yeah,
At least
it
it
can
makes
stop
things
a lot of that.
Are we listening to a Sungi horn?
My Little Pony.
My pepperoni. My pepperoni.
Also, another thing. Have you guys ever used controllers with paddles?
Yes.
No.
How helpful are those?
Some people think
I
no.
think just like a lot of more niche kinds of things.
I'm
If you put
thinking
in the
I might
effort
consider
to make it
getting
work,
that. You know how the PS4 controller has the thing.
as what?
It has a paddle adapter thing that adds 2 paddles.
Hmm.
And it's like
The
$15. And honestly, most of the reason why I want it is
controller is just $15.
no, it's a adapter that you plug into the back
The
of your
Padleo.
PlayStation 4 controller
Oh.
that adds 2 paddles that you can bind to
Pad.
anything.
The Xbox Pro controller also has that.
Yeah, that thing is expensive as hell.
Yeah, but probably
think
not
Pretty
more so than
nice.
buying a controller and those $15 worth of
Controllers
paddles.
should have a attachment where you can add a mouse pad.
Anyway, the thing is, I honestly kind of just mostly
I have
want
a
because,
mouse for the SNES.
Cool.
I always wanted to get a mouse for the PlayStation 1, but I never bothered to get it.
Oh, I forgot it was in Regency.
How did that make
So
you
I can
feel?
play all of my point-and-click
That's
adventure
why.
games on the PlayStation.
Hmm.
But what about your computer? You make your computer
Yeah,
feel bad when you
honestly,
don't
well,
play
the
on
thing,
it.
yeah, honestly, it's mostly just kind of a gimmick because realistically, any like PlayStation exclusive point-and-click adventure games are going to be pretty easy to emulate, honestly. Like, well, the more notable ones is the Clock Tower series,
Yeah,
which I do
that's
kind
a
of want to
horror
play through.
game,
Yeah, it's a
right?
horror game. It's point-and-click horror. The thing is, you know how PlayStation 1 emulators, they always have like you can, get rid of the low precision math that causes the wobble. the 3D Clock Tower games. The thing is, if you go up to a high resolution, they all look like all the characters kind of look like Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas the Tank Engine because they're so low detail.
That's great.
That's really sad.
They look like 3D stick figures.
I mean, he
It's
is the
kind of-
he is the perfect man.
Gentlemen, we have created the perfect man. I shall call him Sir Topham Hatt. Peace and love, peace and love.
Wait, didn't Ringo Starr do English?
Oh wait,
British?
he was the
uh,
he was just the narrator. He didn't necessarily play Topham Hatt. I
no,
just
no, no, no,
realized
no, no,
that.
no. Wait, that's what I meant though. He
But
played
yes,
narrator in
he was
like,
the
British
narrator in
release
Happy
of
Time Station,
Shining Time Station,
Shining Time Station.
which is different from Thomas.
Thomas.
I guess in the
Tank
long.
Engine.
So wait, in the long run,
In the long run.
Shining Time Station was that like supposed to be an American localization?
I
for
believe so.
Thomas
Yes.
Tank Engine?
Yep.
So they had.
I mean, they just call him Thomas, and
Wasn't it
and
George? But did he do it for a time? Because George Carlin also.
I believe
narrated.
George Carlin was the American narrator for Shining Time Station.
Oh, okay, okay. But Shining Time Station was
Dang.
like partially just like a like they would have whatever was going on in like the train station plot, but it was just an excuse at the end of the day to play like Thomas the Tank Engine episodes that they bought.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think they made like original Thomas the Tank Engine
No,
content
no, no,
for
no,
the
no.
show.
No. I remember there being like some interior of like a pinball machine or something. Do you remember this?
I remember there was a like, and I wouldn't have had this frame of reference at the time when I watched it, because I was like 4. But there was like I have a vague memory that there was a character involved in the show. Maybe it was just temporarily in an episode or two, but he was. My memory is like conjuring an image of like a guy who's supposed to be emulating the Fonz.
That I do not remember. Holy cow, I can see South Georgia.
And I have distinct memories of that. I also remember seeing in that show, God, what? Because it was a train station. They showed like somebody had one of those like coin dispenser things you attach to your belt,
That's what I mean. Oh yes.
and I was like
and you,
really into it as a kid. I was like, I want one of
Yeah.
those. That looks so cool.
and you could they would show the interior perspective of where that coin went.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking of.
was it a
what
pinball
was
machine
the
or was it a jukebox?
Maybe it was a jukebox, or maybe it was something completely different. I just don't remember. But yeah, you would see that's one of the more vivid memories I have of that show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what it's time for? It is time for me to go take some bounties.
Mm-hmm.
The quicker picker upper?
Actually, it's time for me to go to the.
I think I'll order a tab. Regency ends in September, thank God. Yeah, do they have cannons? I think they do have a cannon. Yes, they did.
Got a cannon. Turns out they got a cannon, everybody.
Wait, can I make
End of
cannons?
Canon Galleon?
I can! Why haven't I been making cannons? Well, maybe because they're super expensive. Actually, how expensive are they?
How expensive are they?
There's... I actually don't think I can afford to use cannons yet. What is costing me so much? This fort, maybe?
Hey, Ben. Looks like you've got a lot of zones now.
I have a zone.
Would you say you're in one?
No.
Oh,
How do they, so do your regions kind of develop in a Civ-like way?
Ish. You start by like making
that's useful.
an outpost that's not really a city,
Mm-hmm.
but you can use it to like claim strategic resources
Interesting, okay.
with less of a penalty than like creating a real city.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But then you can like invest further in an actual city, and then you can build like districts and stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think there's a way to merge a city and an adjacent thing, but I don't know how.
Yeah. Which province? So shoot.
The Witch Province again.
Oh no. Till the end of the game?
Ay, caramba. What's till the end of the game?
Some very unfortunate penalties. Boy, that's gonna be tough.
Oh, look. There's stuff growing on Babylon, baby. Oh, Babylon! Yay!
Baby
You
lawn.
say,
Babylon, baby.
you say baby too.
Ben, what other train stops did you need to go on to get to Babylon?
Shining Time Station?
Shining Station. Akkad. Are all these? Wait, no. Akkad's a neighbor boy.
Is it A space COD?
AKKAD.
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 My God. Shoot. I should not have done that.
Debate
And-
and discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinking. Now, things that one generation
A
learned
union
may be passed
divided
to the
against
next
itself cannot
via
stand.
something more reliable than campfire stories.
Try the churros.
A mill house divided. A mill house divided against itself is
Cannot
bland.
come up, Millhouse. Is
Cannot
Grant?
abide.
What's 2 on this thing again?
TOO.
Oh, it's shield, right? Nobody cares about that.
Agents?
What's this 3 even do? I don't even remember what any of Bone Widow's powers are, except that she has a sword.
That's a good
Home
power.
Widow.
Yeah, Bone Widow.
That reminds me.
Everyone, the second Bone Widow is the second second necromech. The one that nobody uses.
Ben uses it all the time.
Yeah, Bone Widow.
Gathering.
Yeah,
Should be
Bone
using
Widow.
Void Rig
Forming a
instead, Ben.
community. Might I recommend throwing in a few feasts as well?
Oh, Ben,
I'd
throw in those
recommend you
feasts.
to shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Sovereign, how can I
Just
help you?
Okay, whatever. Yeah. Definitely need that. $60. Let's go.
Oh, great. Latrox.
The church.
All was not so bad.
Did you find the big Warframe yet?
Oh, managed to get through that Latrox Zune section without anything bad happening.
Nice.
This is strange.
Muster your melody, Ben.
Should have happened by now.
All right, 2 relics. How long is
Right,
this mission take?
6,000.
10 minutes?
A Regency.
Let's roll one more.
Alpha's rolling. You know what that means.
We're all hating.
Rolling.
Oh, that was...
rolling.
Yeah, sure. I was thinking of a different song for both of you guys, but let's go with that.
Foes. Rolling on a river.
A first ransack. See the sights, appreciate the local culture, and take anything that's not nailed down.
Ooh, Iron Bride is leveling up.
Oh no.
Did Ben already find people who need to be put out of their misery?
There's bad boys here.
Oh.
MSC3K is back on.
Oh. Which one are you watching?
I don't know. Some space one?
No. What service are you?
Oh, I'm doing the Twitch.
The one, not the shout one, not the Pluto one.
No, the MST3K channel.
Okay, let me. Got it all put on one of these tabs here. Put it back on.
There we go. Finally, Portuguese missionaries. Let them preach. Hurts my stability. I can spend it to go up.
Yeah, I don't know which one this was. I don't know if I've seen this one.
Thanks, Eb.
Maybe it's from the first or second season. Cause
They've been playing a lot of super early ones and I've never like really watched those ones, and I'm like asking myself why, because they're pretty solid. There's some pretty solid ones.
How about you shutting up and letting me get in a word in edgewise?
Oh dang, that.
Hey, you missed a spot.
It's a good robot.
That's a good
kick,
robot.
kick, kick.
It's gonna be 50 degrees and cloudy.
I mean, here, Alpha. We're watching this. Where did I put Hafo? Here.
You can say that again.
Okay,
I don't think so.
That means you can kick them.
Oh, we got YouTube Premium for some reason.
What a
Oh.
stupid robot.
Or because Zach sent me a
It's nice to have. Wait, you try to remember what the different tiers of
Discord
YouTube
Nitro.
are.
It is
YouTube Red.
This
Yeah, there's.
certainly appears
I don't think you does YouTube Red even exist anymore?
How dare you?
What? Huh?
I will as soon
Rumors
as my
of its
lawyer
demise
gets
have
here.
been greatly exaggerated.
Have I changed that much?
Yeah, you used to be a Swedish man.
Whatever, I pay YouTube a little bit of money every month so that I don't
Your
watch
MC.
ads, and
Think that's funny?
Robert Brinkman, the man who
That's
have no regrets.
fine because at least the portion of that revenue goes to the streamers that you do watch.
Right, Sarah?
Yeah,
Any
and
questions?
I have I like that too.
Emotional baggage?
I always try to go through the ads
Mhm,
just so that the content creators get paid.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I don't need to watch the ads. I can
it's
just.
hard to stomach, but
They're going into a
Hmm.
state of artificially induced sleep till the time comes for them to take off. This is to make sure that they will be in good physical condition for the effort to come. This is Intervision. Good afternoon.
Just try to forget me.
Can I have a glass
I want to know what this movie is. This movie looks real wacky.
it reminds me of the other movie, 10 to the Moon or 12 to the Moon,
I want to.
I don't
where
think I've
it's
seen
a
that one either.
bunch
Now I'm gonna have you
of,
watch this movie called Mannequin. It stars
like an
Antoine
international. That one's in black and white, and it's an international
fucking
crew
going?
launched the first moon mission,
Mm-hmm.
but like 3 of the crew members are secretly evil for some reason and trying to sabotage things.
People shouldn't
Your
have to do a
heartbeat is
job
normal.
unless they want to.
Oh, tell her you love her, you big galoot.
No, Brinkman, no. No, please, we mustn't speak of that ever.
Let's talk about your pancreas.
Okay.
Good night, Robert.
Good night. Oh, sorry.
It's time for you to sleep too, Dr. Sumiko.
Yes, you're right.
Horny, hiney, honey, heeny.
Cupid again.
Oh, she's gonna be watching My Demon Lover to put her to sleep. I see.
This is Intervision. Intervision calling the world.
Call your cable company
Won't
for
be long now
Intervision.
until the blast off. Tension is mounting among the scientists and technicians on the base. As 0 hour approaches,
It's always 0 hour with these goons around.
everything is ready. All we're waiting for is the crew. And here they are.
Motley Crew.
Passengers of the crew are finished. They are now boarding the vehicle, which will take them to the cosmos.
The whole alphabet is there. They're going to spell out the words goodbye, suckers.
M-I-C.
See you real soon.
K-E-Y.
Why? Because we're an international task force.
Goodbye.
Let
Let me
it
get
be
work.
work.
Bring your duct tape back for our outfits.
You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of our hospitality.
51, 52, 53,
Hey, it's the Honeycomb Hideout.
54, 55, 56,
This is the day the teddy bears fly to Venus.
59, 60.
I can count to 60.
Rockets prime ready for blastoff.
Yeah.
Breathe calmly. Relax.
Set a spell. Take your shoes
Don't
off.
tense up.
Ignition system ready. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Twice.
Yeah, I've done
This-
this.
4. Stand by. 3,
Hey, it's hell.
2,
I'm sorry, Dave.
1.
Oh, I see.
0.
Hey, it's a Jack Nicholson party.
Light blooming ground flower, then keep away.
What jumpsuit is he wearing?
Look, guys, let's get out of here.
Okay.
We got some meat to show you, Joel.
Okay, cool.
Wait, are you talking about an in-movie thing or Joel?
Joel.
I am just getting to like back to the
Oh,
satellite
are
here.
you getting out of the satellite?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
I'll let
right,
me
I'll
see.
wait
Can
here.
I pause? Yeah, I'll pause.
It's so cool. Oh,
That's the neatest thing in the world. Come on. That's it. Keep your eyes closed. Keep
Okay,
them
don't
closed.
Yeah, so he's wearing like a
Yes.
Alright.
It's a
a
super
kind of
surprise
turquoise
for you.
jumpsuit.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
it's
wild.
Do you want me to open it?
It's open already, you silly Willy.
Well, what is it?
Servo?
It's the XT5000 Ramjet Super Configured Limited Edition Lightning Interface, Model L.
Wow. Well, does it talk?
Oh, Joel, it's only the coolest robot in the world. It's our entry into the land of robotics.
Oh, yeah, it is really cool. It's got this thingamajig here and this kind of head thing. It's
Yeah, that's
pretty
the Powerglide XL440 adapter plate. I made that.
I soldered it.
Wow, so could I ask it a question?
Well,
Sure. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, well, he's probably so powerful I could probably ask it just about anything pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question here that I got. Okay, XT4000.
5,000.
I mean XT5000. What integer can be the sum of itself and a number less than the positive square root of 30?
Here comes the answer.
Cool, huh?
Wow. Is it supposed to do that?
Yeah, that's the way the XT communicates. He talks in foam.
Oh, well, that's kind of an interesting way to interface. Kind of a bubble memory, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, it just went to commercial sign. When, tell me when
Check it
you
out,
Okay.
Aaron.
see it.
I haven't quite
Cool.
figured out how to read it yet.
Guys, it's kind of messy.
Oh, well, I guess all computers are bug-proof, huh?
So,
I'd like to be able
isn't
to
that
use one
foam?
of those. Sign me up. Well, it's starting to pile up here.
Oh, I see commercial sign.
No, we thought you'd be happy for us.
Be right back.
No,
Can you see if it's commercial sign?
I think we got commercial sign, you guys. Yeah, it's really neat.
Oh God. Call to arms.
Call to farms.
Everybody's
In
favorite
the
Nintendo game.
Mombasa
Is
Conquest.
there a game actually called the Farms?
No, you said ARMS, I thought.
Oh. No, I
did
prefer
say
Call to
Arms.
Farms.
This is for farms.
Mice and keyboards that the world's best gamers win the most with. Since way back.
Who am I fighting?
I'm stuck.
Something symbolic of your inner demons?
Something symbolic of the specter of Catholicism?
Yeah.
No, I think a tiny OPM.
The ghost of Catholicism past.
All right, fine. This guy doesn't need my help. I don't know why he called me in on this. I guess
Race
as
to
a
indulgence? Why is Edible Arrangements doing a commercial combination with Mario Kart Deluxe?
Where are you seeing this?
On Twitch, there's...
Oh, I'm not having any commercials. I just see the "We'll be right back."
Maybe, do you have a Twitch membership?
No, Twitch Prime. You have to subscribe to any particular individual channel in order to get ad-free on Twitch.
I don't have either.
And you only get like one free.
Weird. I am watching ads, so we're gonna get desynced, but whatever.
All right, they just came back.
I'm still watching
wait,
an
no,
ad for Candyman.
Never mind. Never mind.
I'm
It's an
pretty
ad
sure
for
that you
MS
aren't going to get
Brigade.
desynced.
Hey, Patricia's here. Hello. Patricia's gone though. Oops.
Hey, Patty.
No.
Patricia, I'm playing EU4. I'm
Patricia's-
playing Congo.
Wait, is Patty actually?
Oh, you said? I thought you said Patricia.
I did say Patricia, but it was a stream viewer. It's not
Oh, it's
Patty.
Patty.
I don't know. I got excited for a second. I was like, wait, Patty joined the call. I think she might. She's probably back from vacation now.
Oh wait, you said edible arrangements Mario Kart?
EdibleArrangements.com commercial combined with a Mario Kart Deluxe commercial.
Why would they still be? Why are they why are they advertising for Mario Kart Deluxe? That game is ancient.
That's what the commercial wanted to be.
These may play things, but we're not playing around.
Okay.
First spaceship on Venus, I think is the name of this. And they just showed us
Really?
the title. A little title card thing, yeah.
It is so similar to
Up later.
the 10 to the Moon
Mhm.
film.
Oh
Feeling too
man,
good ourselves.
they got really good spacesuits.
And teddy bears have their picnics.
I'm gonna loosen this belt. It's uncomfortable. Hey, be careful. Don't forget there's no gravity. We're in free fall now.
No gravity.
I love to laugh.
Mario edible arrangements?
Swipe to join.
Oh, even I gotta laugh at that.
Worth it reviewing.
Hey, nice dress, buddy.
Wendy, Michael, John, we can fly.
Official gravity field, will you?
Most problems eventually yield to the onslaught of more blows.
Oh,
Pushing the button.
Hey, you're pushing 50. You better get down here.
let him go.
I'm gonna have to do something.
That meter's high.
Oh
something.
no! Ah, come on! Ah, shoot!
Oh, Steve, your shin bone's sticking out.
That was a dirty trick.
I got St. Helena.
Well, our first report
That
says there's
is gonna
lots of
be
good-natured ribbon going on up
bearish.
there.
This is Luna 3. We are receiving you well. Over and out.
Hello, Luna 3. We hear you loud and clear.
How are we coming in? Over.
-2 +5. Course normal. Course normal. Our course is exactly hyperbolic. No deviations. We are passing within 1,200 miles of you.
This is Luna 3. We have established visual contact with you.
That's the Sinus Roars crater.
Hope there's a good place to park.
On the top of it is Luna 3. There's the solar reflector. That's ignited.
Oh, Blue Moon, you saw me standing alone.
Without a dream in her heart.
Without a love of her own.
That's where her husband fell. I brought him back. But he was already dead.
He was all busted up
We were
outside.
friends. You know, Sumiko is a wonderful woman.
This is Luna 3.
Quit clowning around and get back to
Have
work.
picked up unexpected swarms of meteorites on our radar. Their present trajectory shows that they may cross your path and be very dangerous.
We are receiving you.
But we can only hear your chin.
Here are the trajectory coordinates and orbital velocity. Alpha X, 7 degrees, 2 minutes. Beta Epsilon, 48 degrees, 42 minutes.
Now here's Gordy with the weather.
Listen, I've had an extremely urgent message from Luna 3. A meteorite warning.
Says you.
Professor Sikana, here's the latest meteorite report. Alpha X, 7 degrees, 2 minutes. Beta Epsilon, 48 degrees, 42 minutes.
Beta.
A meteorite swarm should reach us in 48 hours at the latest.
Hey,
That is, if there are no
isn't he
orbits.
on working Mindy?
Keep close radio contacts with Luna 3.
And the seventh caller will get a free album.
Luna 3 have received your meteorite warning. We'll be sending you regular coordinates of our course. Stay in close.
This is the beginning of my personal logbook.
Mr.
There's
Toothbrush,
no
you're
one
the
in the
only
nerve
one who
center
really
of the
understands me.
Cosmos Trader. The computer is keeping us on our course. In case of unforeseen circumstances, it can take immediate decisions to alter our speed or direction. This electronic brain will be our pilot for the next 30 days.
And our
Your
Because no
first
human being
harbor.
could handle the immensely
Fishing,
complex machines
trade,
of the spaceship by
Voyages of
himself.
Except Steve
exploration.
Allen.
To now,
You will
we
see
have
many
covered
things out of this
distance
tiny
2,600,000
window onto a huge world.
miles.
Your mileage may vary.
Dr. Amikura is noting our reactions carefully and keeping close check on our health and well-being. The special liquid food, which can easily be absorbed in a state of no gravity, is proving very successful with all of us.
And she's got a lot of fun stuff to keep us busy, too.
French dressing. I love it.
Our chief engineer spends most of his time in his machine shop, testing his automats over and over again.
Come on, that's a rock tumbler.
It is thanks to them, and to the fact that they are in perfect running order, that we are relieved of many tiresome tasks.
Like acting.
Our expert in cybernetics has to be everywhere. He's one of the key men of the expedition.
All right, I'll get it. I'm coming.
Professor Sigarno devotes all his time to the message from Venus. He and Chen Yu are trying to decipher the damaged spool, which means they spend long hours at the Marix.
In little yellow boots.
The electronic brain is working night and day, but no one can be sure what the result will be.
Off we go.
Haringway, our commander, is keeping a constant check on our force.
Well, this is the last of the bathroom tissue.
Your computer was active last night. It switched the rockets on for nearly 17 seconds.
Ooh, I'm impressed.
Perhaps to avoid the meteor swarm. We won't be running into it till tomorrow. It looks like your automats don't have
Ben, let the barbarians win.
Sandwiches.
Let
Yeah,
the
Barbie
Wookiee win.
Let the
Those damn
barbecuians win.
He has beaten all of us, but I think he's found his master in Onaga.
King me.
King G8.
Oh no.
Line,
Looks like the
please.
barbecue's over.
Line.
Ooh.
Take that, pink boy.
He plays his endgame wonderfully.
Boy, do I stink.
I thought that I had got him, but you see, he's put his king on E6. Forced into the corner at H8.
Good evening, and welcome to Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Just a joke.
Ooh, I'll alert the media.
He's a cookster.
That is the 10th match that I've lost. I should give up, I guess.
That's the
I
spirit.
would suggest that you make an improvement in Omega.
Oh, really?
If he only had a heart,
A brain.
he would let Orlov
Done
win.
knife.
Oh,
Don't you think you could be able to do that?
It's a big horse.
Just a little bit of heart, Jerome.
Yes, I think I can do that.
Oh, he'll do anything to win.
Tires off kilter. Woo!
Oh, Ronnie's done.
Riser up.
Irwin Allen presents.
Chock full of nuts.
Guess somebody forgot to set the parking brake.
Big one.
Pop-O-Matic pops the dice, pop the 6 and you move twice, race your men around the track and try to send the others back. That's Pop-O-Matic trouble.
Comes.
Somebody get that?
I'm
Huh?
here, Steve.
Oh.
If
Hold
you
me, Steve, again.
quickly take a look at my screen.
Let's see.
Ronnie's are done.
Off we go.
Oh, King Congo, come here.
Get off me.
Brinkman, see if Chenyu and Sicardo are all right.
Now
What about us?
the work begins.
Of converting all of
-3
Congo.
stability. Yikes. Black news.
There.
I thought that the Cosmostrator was able to avoid meteor swarms.
Now
Looming
you can play flag
disaster.
football anytime.
Didn't react quickly enough. She was regulated to a shock.
Yay.
That was why we had
I love a disaster that has good loom to it.
Whatever.
Blue moon,
Now,
you saw me standing alone.
Now you need a place to hide away.
Going forward, carry the center.
Without
Get
a
up
dream
for
of my own.
17 minutes.
jeez, I can't even
Constant.
hurt
8.2 miles.
Nintendo.
The thought of
My hair fully coiffed,
The
sir.
principal swarm will be on us soon. If we continue at maximum speed, it'll mean disaster. Cut the
And
motors.
stop that nutty horse.
Edible Oranges Mario Kart. What a time to be alive.
They should make a game called Mario Court, where it's about you pick a Nintendo character and you like play as a lawyer defending Nintendo's IPs.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say basketball, because that actually exists.
Oh, well, that could be cool too. What's that one called?
No, there is I think at least Mario and Peach. I'm not sure who else. We're in the EA basketball game for the GameCube.
Oh, I see. I still like my idea for Mario Kart.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Phoenix Wright's gonna have a monopoly on law games for a pretty long while.
Well, then he can try to sue them for copying the game in the game. It'll be it'll be a very meta game about copyright protections, and then at the end, because they say the word monopoly, the monopoly guy ends up suing them all.
Man.
That was intense. Takis are seriously intense. Takis, face the intensity.
Ninja Man just told me it's a good idea to have a Taki.
Good idea to have what?
I gotta have a Taki, a fire Taki. Fuego variety.
I see.
But I want to have blue. I almost said I like blue. I want to have blue, but I don't like blue. The blue Taki is an assault on the senses.
But the perfect one.
I'd say it's one of my favorite assaults on the senses. If, like, extremeness of flavor is, like, the main metric here, then it wins.
If you love MST3K, then you'll love the new MST3K channel. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year of non-stop MST3K fun. Classic MST3K episodes, MST3K shorts. But wait, there's more. DVD bonus features, classic Turkey Day segments, new interactive programs featuring special guests. But that's not all. There's Cinematic Titanic, the film crew, and there's even
I tuned in earlier today, and there was a cinematic Titanic episode on, and I was like, oh,
really?
Yeah. How many of them did they make?
They made like 10 or 12 official ones, and then they went on tour.
Live shows, yeah.
And the tours are apparently great, but there's very few that they actually filmed.
Right.
Which is too bad. Now, most of the tour dates, they were showing films that they had already done.
Yes, they already had kind of a...
There's less that you
well-rehearsed thing.
miss out on, but yeah, it's a shame.
How long before the main swarm hits us? I can't say. It may be on us any second now.
All right.
Oh, did we get tickets for the... I think there's, like, interest in a lot of tickets for the... Do you know if they're still available or not?
New Haven show?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there any are. If people are still interested, we should definitely look into it.
Let's look into it. I think there's, like, probably want of 6 tickets.
I can look into that. It's probably also too late, but is there any interest in seeing PFT in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's at the Bell House.
Oof. I don't know if I'm ready to go to Brooklyn necessarily.
All right.
Yeah.
Ow. You know,
But I would love to see him if he was like performing a little bit closer and a little less of a like crazy urban area, which is only like a current COVID consideration of mine.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. That ought to hold them.
Hey, look at him squirm out there. That's our Bob.
Is it safe to start the motors yet?
Somebody shoot that turkey.
The other thing. This.
Cosmos Strader calling Luna 3. Cosmos Strader calling Luna 3. Meteor swarm has passed.
That ought to hold him.
Everything okay on board?
space, the final. Huh? Oops.
3 weeks have gone by since
You
we
smell
left
nice.
the Earth. We should reach Venus in about 10 days. In spite of our enormous
Uh.
the stars seem to hang low.
Gosh.
On black construction paper.
Disturbances caused by the planet. Radio
Wow.
contact with Earth is no longer
I
possible.
could become
Hey, my
defendant.
boo-boo was all better.
Too much interference. I can't hear a thing. Keep trying.
He's right, you know.
Alpha X, 32 degrees, 8 minutes. Beta Y, 7 degrees.
You sunk my battleship.
You know, they're backstage all of a sudden.
What are you doing?
It's a booger.
I'm making a heart for Omega. 10 consecutive defeats are driving our friend crazy. I want him to enjoy his favorite game.
Thoughtful.
I would like you to do something also for me. It would be nice to see you eat occasionally.
It's Western French. I made it myself.
Sicardo said exactly the same thing. Professor.
Well, I poisoned the doctor.
What do you want? Please, not now.
Your health is my responsibility, and you haven't eaten for days.
I haven't a second to spare.
Not even for creamy Dylan chive?
How do you like my new Moog synthesizer?
Wow, Steve always.
It does really sound like a Moog
Time to
synthesizer.
cut my hair and get into a pantsuit.
Sumiko,
Oh man.
you mustn't insist. He's nervous. He's having a very hard time with that spool. You understand?
Oh, that's great. Who are you anyway?
Oh good.
Knight E6. Check.
Does this guy have a job?
I don't think so.
Doesn't like that.
Saint proclaimed.
Oh.
Yes, free stability. Oh, yes, internal conflicts are no longer a thing. Oh my gosh. Things are coming up.
Happening here.
Kissing up.
Things are coming up. Nku the second.
Man has defeated the machine.
So he's Millhouse in
That's
this
right, maybe
universe.
I care too much.
Want to try? Why not?
It appears so.
That's how it starts.
And are his calves dry?
He's the dud. You got
Probably.
the
He lives
dud.
in the grasslands
Making things with life.
as opposed to the jungles. Oh, wait.
Aren't the jungles mostly wasteland?
No, there's some jungles that are actual habitable place. Glogal? The heck is Glogal?
Well, it gets better. Well, that's neat, but we got to get back to the lunchroom.
I will translate.
Oh my goodness.
Subject the planet to a very intense
Bane
bombardment
is
of
getting
radiation.
out of control.
Conquest and occupation of the Earth will then present.
What did they do this time?
So Castile managed to trigger the Iberian wedding,
This can only mean
and they gained a personal union over Aragon. But somehow, they also gained a personal union over Portugal.
Wow. So, doesn't that just mean that they own everything?
I'll try and make contact.
I mean, Portugal is like one of their main threats.
Yep. They'll consolidate Iberia. They also have become the Curia controller of the Holy See and have declared a crusade against Morocco.
As expected.
So they're
You know,
calling
'cause
all,
it's
on all of
Morocco.
Christianity to help them take over Morocco.
I think that's fair.
Are you going to participate in this holy war, David?
Well, if I could actually see Morocco, maybe.
What is this Morocco you speak of? And why are we crusading against it?
What is this Pope you speak of? But I think, yeah, Castile is the number one ranked nation in the world at the moment.
Oh yeah.
They're
Who's the woman in the Iberian relationship? Out of curiosity, is it
Isabella?
It's probably Isabella. Let's be real. But you gotta know.
Actually, who's currently leading Castile? Queen Catalina.
Huh.
Interesting.
The Earth won't hear us.
I'm filled with shame.
Well, what do you say?
Should
we turn back to Earth?
Oh, and end this dream vacation.
Interesting, because it's the senior partner. Yeah, personal union. Oh yeah, yeah. So the heirs of the nations are the same, and when the heir
Cowardly retreat? Oh, please, sign me up
inherits
for
the throne, it will consolidate all the lands under Castile when that happens. Unless somebody contests it, which they probably
I contest it.
not.
Yes, it's good, isn't
What?
it? Yes,
What?
that'll be good.
Let's roll, guys.
Give it to me.
I'll recheck the neutron.
Mr. Crusher, take us out of
Moena
war.
and Moena. Where is that? What the heck is that province?
Steel Series, we make the headsets, mice, and keyboards that the world's best gamers win the most with. And we've been doing it since way back. It's up to you how far you go, but whatever you do, go for glory.
Fighting in the cage commands bravery. It requires hard work and belief. Above all else, it demands preparation. And when the UFC's #1 lightweight contender Dustin Poirier prepares for his fights, he reaches for Celsius. Celsius gives you the essential energy you need to push harder than yesterday. Celsius. Essential energy. Live fit.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's terrible.
What?
The Cape has determined that it's good that it produces is gonna be grain, which is probably the least luxury product it could have possibly chosen. Well, maybe fish would have been worse. Oh well.
Hello, and welcome to the Satellite of Love. I'm Crow.
And I'm Tom Servo, and we're the hosts of the all-new Match Game 78. So let's meet our guest, Brad Summers.
Hey!
Whoa!
Oh, yipes! Looks like a foreign ship coming into our airspace. Gambot, give me rocket number 9, quick. Uh-oh, looks like we got company.
Well, I'm gonna go get Joel.
Good idea.
Oh! Oh! Hold me, Crow! Hold me! Oh, it's
Oh, hang on. Gypsy girl, whatever you do, don't turn around. Just don't turn around.
Okay. No!
Oh, no! Just break. We lost Gypsy. Oh, where's Joel? He'd know what to do. Help me, you gregarious, galvanized garbage can. Oh, the pain, the pain.
Danger, Crow T-Robot, danger! No, come on, Crow, you got me doing it now. Get a grip,
sorry.
boy. We have to remain rational. This is just one of the many sordid alien visitors that fly by, exchange dialogue with us for roughly 2.5 minutes, and then leaves. It's no big deal. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. Oh, mommy.
Just stop it, Tom. Come on, get a hold of yourself. It's a common gorilla. Probably one of those horrible animal experiments they used to shoot into space. Just a big, old, dumb gorilla. The key with these creatures is to talk nice to them. Animals can sense fear and rip your arms out of your sockets and show them to you in a moment's notice. Watch this. Hey, boy. Here, kitty kitty. Hey, Coco. How's it going, boy?
Hey, he's going for it,
See?
Crow.
Yeah. That's it. Just relax, you big dumb dolt. Still bummed out that humans evolved to be a higher species? Yep, you idiot. That's right. Still dumber than a bag full of hammers, aren't you? Yeah. Now listen, Tom. I know you're scared out of your wits, but I need you to sing that gorilla a song. What's that song you sang last Wednesday at Vespers?
Oh, sweet mother of mine, but I don't understand.
But no buts, Tom. Just start singing, boy.
Okay. Oh, nice gorilla. Oh, nice for you, crummy monkey with mad and awful.
Hey, Tom, watch it.
Oh, sweet mother of mine, 'tis only for you I pine. I'll try to get bail, and I'll drive up to jail, and I'll spring that sweet mother of mine.
You sang that at Vespers?
World is
Oh,
going on.
Joe, there was a gorilla on the screen. He was looking at that tomato salad.
Just take it easy. Take it easy, you guys. Take a breath. Come on, take a breath. Oh, we got a gorilla in space? I don't know.
Really saw one. It looked like Gino Vanelli.
All our efforts to communicate with the Earth via Luna 3 have been unsuccessful.
I love you, Goofy
We have started
Toothbrush.
to accelerate by means of our rocket motors. Professor Herringway is guiding the ship into an elliptical orbit around Venus. We are now a satellite of this silent planet.
Tell me something we
We are
don't
still
know.
trying, but in vain, to establish radio contact with her inhabitants. Thick
Oh my
wall of
goodness.
cloud surrounds the planet.
Your goodness.
Morning.
Wow.
3,500 miles.
Vastly
Sulu.
exploring
First analysis, Venus
these.
atmosphere. 27%
Tease
carbon
nuts.
dioxide, 14%
Tease nuts?
Tease
The air is everywhere.
atmosphere poisonous.
We're faced with a difficult decision. As you know, we can only land and take off once. No point in taking any
29.
unnecessary chances.
Nice.
So one of us has got to go ahead as scout.
2,000 miles.
We're close enough. Now I'll go in the crawlercopter.
Oh, the crawlercopter. That's your answer for everything.
You've got to try and find a landing place for us. We'll stay in orbit at
Centralized?
150 miles altitude, all right?
The crawlercopter's ready.
Oh, everything's better in the crawlercopter.
Centralized.
What? What?
What is
Hey,
the
hey, cut it
crawlercopter? I
out.
have to
You're
see.
making me cry.
Well, now don't be forward.
Not you too.
Action stations. Action stations, everyone.
Action stations. Figures sold separately by Miko.
Ah,
750
don't
miles.
do that.
Stand by. We are now entering the atmosphere of Venus. Attention.
Ooh, a hostile planet will put me on the guest list.
I'm in the Willy Wonka mobile, sir.
I made this from a soft serve yogurt machine. I call it the Fentuzlo.
Well, that don't beat all, I'll tell you.
Flies over.
Speed is 4.3 miles a second. Are you ready, Brinkman?
The guy's lunch meat. Hi, Bill. He's got no idea what I'm saying to him. You look good. He's dead. Good luck. We'll never see his family again. Way to go, sport. He'll be vaporized within the hour. We're with you, sucker.
Hey, this baby's really comfy. I wonder if the radio works.
Brinkman? Hello? Hello, Brinkman? Hello? What's the matter with his receiver?
I'm not getting you.
I'm getting the Ha channel.
There's something wrong with your receiver. Can you hear me now?
I can't understand you. Something's wrong with your transmitter.
My transmitter. Look, dickweed.
What's the matter with our transmitter?
Heavy electrical disturbance. We're completely blocked out.
Hello? Brinkman? What is it, Brinkman?
I knew I shouldn't have switched from AT&T.
Hey, I'm flying through some confetti. Apparently they're throwing me a surprise party.
Radar indicates that the surface is extremely mountainous. Surrounded by thick
Oh no!
Mostly produced.
What happened?
What happened to what? Oh, I switched to look at Ben and see how he's doing for a sec. I have to keep tabs on both my gamer boys.
Why is there it is. Okay.
Yeah, queen to queen's pawn 4.
I'm right behind you.
You stupid.
I don't understand. I'm puzzled by these strange flashes of light which we keep seeing.
I'm also bemused and charmed by this plucky planet.
Bursting all around us. What do you make of them, Olaf?
Flavor buds.
My opinion.
The first
The
ship
atmosphere in this
is a
area
wonderful
is
thing.
ionized.
So what's the cause?
Sadly for the crew,
Atomic radiation.
we're likely to see the
Then that
first
means that they're
seasickness as well.
And Brinkman.
We must fly lower. We must get below this bank of clouds if we want to establish contact with Brinkman.
And you should all call each other before the next costume party.
Brinkman calling. Cosmos Trader, please answer me.
This
Over.
isn't funny anymore, sirs.
Omega.
I'm bolting. This is bogus.
Oh, poison gas for atmosphere? Give me more of that.
How long can we stay here?
About 3 minutes ago.
Turn back, Omega.
Beady Beady, thanks for the promotion, jerk.
Cosmos Trader. Cosmos Trader. I don't hear you.
Come on, guys. Stop it. Stop mocking me.
Hello. Hello. You hear me? This blasted radioactive forest won't let radio waves through. Go on, Omega. Go on.
Beady Beady Beady,
Keep going.
beat cheeks.
Keep on.
Keep going. That's it. Keep going.
What do you seek?
Omega, they're attacking us.
It turns out he was flying a Pinto copter.
Trader, you hear me? The crawler-copter's exploded. A flash.
Oh, I think that was probably Bob cashing it in.
What was it? I don't know. The computer shows a pressure wave. Apparently an explosion. Distance, 120 miles.
No, I cannot put such a proposal in good conscience.
Oh, it could be a signal from the Venusians.
Or Bob's fiery
We
death.
better land at once as best we can. Tallow, make a careful check on our position. And try to contact Brinkman again.
Yeah, when I get to it.
Omega, back here. Quickly.
Hey, the carpet broke.
Oh boy, he's fallen into a Super Bowl test chamber. Chopper always leaves you laughing. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, looks like we got visitors, boys. Come on, smart boy, try your hand. Come on. Go ahead. I sit on the right hand of the devil. I am the evil incarnate. Go ahead. Hey, I'm tougher than you.
Hey, I could get about $1 for this. I'm keeping it.
That's really good.
Stand by.
Deceleration rockets.
Thrust. 18, 21, 24,
42. Hut.
Hank, go on.
It's Roger Ramjet and his American Eagles. Take 2 proton pills.
Hey, I'm down here. Hey.
Yes. Excellent stocking stuffers. You will come to know that in time.
What's good?
Hey, Eli.
Hello, Eli.
Get him.
Hello. We're playing Rune Light.
What?
I'm playing Warframe.
Everyone's playing a different game.
Warp?
Yeah.
No.
Wayne.
Looks like a bad
No?
neighborhood.
War rape.
Master doggy do? Rubber vomit? What is this?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Planet of Johnson Street.
In the butt?
What? In the butt?
These prices are quite reasonable.
New Eli, who dis?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, what's up,
I
Shifty?
didn't realize I
Oh, hi.
lost so much prestige.
How have you been?
That is awful.
Good.
How the bones you've been checking out been?
All the bones are pretty good.
That's good.
They're behaving.
Mommy, Daddy, I am home.
Oh, you
The
wonderful,
bones.
wonderful, spunky little robot.
Hey, it's almost spooky season. Although I'm not a basic white girl, so I really shouldn't care.
It's okay. It's
We can still dress you up sexy.
yeah, and we sometimes we all have to live out our inner basic white girl.
True.
Yeah, I mean, this is a season where I switched to pumpkin spice Axe deodorant.
Or not.
Instead of pumpkin mice Axe deodorant.
You really, Hoffo?
I usually just get whatever random crap it is. But
Wait,
one of those
do you make
one of
pumpkin
those scents
spice?
is most definitely pumpkin spice. You
Wait,
can
is it-
tell
is it-
really easy.
Would it be
The
just
ladies are like, ooh.
old pumpkin spice?
Old pumpkin spice. See the wordplay is there and it's sound.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
Still
great.
feel stupid?
Alright, this should speed things up even better.
But you know, I think that might be a good marketing product. You create an Old Spice deodorant, or not an Old Spice, deodorant that smells like
Yeah, here I
pumpkin
come.
spice.
Beady beats all. Let's
And then
see
all the
these
bitches will
clowns
be
are
all
doing.
over you. Like it'll be like,
How about-
Anyway, yeah, just saying.
Where's the data to back this
You
up?
like fries?
No, I was just saying.
I don't know, it's worth a
Deodorant,
shot.
not
I mean,
body spray.
basic white bitches do,
I think he meant
do love pumpkin
Oh
spice.
my god, I'm getting such bad luck.
I think they preferred to be called women, but it's,
Oh, okay.
there's a
No, because the
I
ones
am
who would
woman,
attract
hear
are
me
bitches.
roar.
There's a all right, so there's
I see,
a
I
difference.
see.
There's a tier list, yeah.
Oh
So you got sluts, bitches, and then you got like women, and then you got queens, right?
I've learned so much already.
I mean, you
always
can
become
put it any way you want. There's men, there's like every different races have that different tier list. It's just like you could.
Oh god, Eli, this is going to end badly. We should stop this
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna stop right there with that. But anyway.
Oh right, all right. Time for me to feed something else to my.
No, I'm a little fired up because I was having a discussion. Like my new boss is one of those types that wants you to keep working and not stop moving unless you're on your break. And I'm just like,
Tonight,
no
big
thanks.
sale at Bill Fiber.
But how else are you gonna get stuff done?
We usually get it done anyways, and he's like,
Yeah, oh shoot.
like the place I work, we were working fine until he showed up, and now he's just driving us further. It's like everything was fine. Why do you care? Like, oh shit, hold up. I just
Well,
remembered.
because
I
they
gotta
want
go
to
get it.
micromanage.
Yeah, I hate that. So, like I'm gonna admit I micromanage people sometimes, but it's like I don't. That's why I'm never gonna want to be a boss of anything because I know I would be bad at it. I don't want anybody to suffer like I am right now. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something out of my car.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's really significant.
Can't you get the station in clearer? Don't you have a converter box or some tinfoil to put on the antenna?
Rabbit ears might do it.
Oh, that's sad.
So,
Yes? Those were the voices of the Venusians. I would say that these
What?
strange
What?
mechanics had a way of storing sound.
Against Matapa?
Are you trying to tell us?
Okay.
Illusions use these insects to record both speech and sound.
That's right, but that's
Fantastic.
well, thanks,
Yes,
like you'd
but it's
know.
true.
Well, that would mean that the hole, which Brinkman fell into, is a chamber of archives
Oh, right, and they were all librarians.
of this planet.
But then where can the inhabitants be? They certainly saw a spaceship land. They couldn't have missed it, yet nothing happened.
Well, maybe there's a ball game on.
Nothing at all.
And my machine blowing up. You call that nothing?
Yeah.
I need more figures.
Weird
More
figures.
data.
Strange
And
figures.
especially more of those metallic insects.
More subs.
The research program is going according to plan. We are all fascinated by the vitrified forest.
And it likes us
but our
too.
spacesuits are so heavy that working outside the ship is difficult. The investigation of the power lines leading to the White Sphere and measurement of tension changes is done by oscillograph. The storms which whip across Venus only make the work harder.
You know, these winds only make the work harder.
That's where the lines lead to, all right. There's no doubt.
Yep, I know. I was a meter man once.
That's it.
Yep. That's the ticket.
Ooh.
Chen Yu was collecting samples of the sand carried by the storm.
At least he thought it was
Sometimes they are
sand.
radioactive. Sometimes they are not.
Sometimes they are soft and squishy.
For traces of life. The long Venusian night is always preceded by a violent storm.
Santa Ana coming in.
Tea time. Stardate 5239.5.
Then the outside work must stop, and we spend our time studying what we have found so far.
Then we go inside to see what the carpenters are doing with that Italian quarry
Seven's
tile.
probably enough to get moving now.
Do you think this vitrified forest is a biological formation?
You gotta tighten the wing nut down on that camera.
It could come from a dried up seabed. You're wrong.
This is our secret fort. We're gonna keep Chen Yu out, okay?
Professor Sicard has been feeding figures and data into the electronic brain, and he now has some conclusions.
Oh, Decaf, you wouldn't happen to know anybody else who might be interested in joining us for Halloween?
You believe this guy?
Radius of millions of
No.
That it
What?
was built by the inhabitants of Venus.
Saturday, me and a couple of people, possibly including Decaf at some point, going to watch the new premiere of the new HoloLive.
Bush was elected.
Ian.
Perhaps they decided to disarm.
Oh, you think that's funny?
The most weeby of weeb things.
Oh, yeah.
The metal insects you found for us shows something very significant.
That's very interesting.
But stupid.
Go on, tell us more, Professor Sicard.
Oh, don't
I do
patronize
not
me.
yet have all the facts, but I think that a terrible catastrophe took place on Venus.
Yeah, you guys are
When
right.
it reaches a certain stage, I can't get any further. It's chaotic. It's like everything was broken.
Someone get me
Now,
some
if there
juice or
really
something.
was a catastrophe, it's changed the face of the whole planet.
Yeah, so my GoPro,
Then it was
the
so
two
huge
batteries I
it
had for it
appears
just
to
like
be
suddenly
absolutely
up and
beyond the
died on
powers
me.
of comprehension.
So
Oh,
you're
no.
saying it was
Oh,
really big.
that
So-
sucks.
So I had to go out. and
Is this
buy two.
another setback for Fishing Channel?
Duh.
By means of
Well,
further
not anymore. I just got
systematic
I have two
research,
new
take this
batteries
great
now.
white sphere
Oh,
to
good.
which all these power lines lead into
Yeah, we all want to see your fishing video.
It appears to be
I've
I'm
watched
gonna do
your.
a-
I like your fishing videos. I like how you say "zoop" when you throw them back.
You really
Well, that's
have
because they
no
went.
clue, do you?
They went off and spam off. Yeah.
Yeah,
And yoink when you grab them.
I only do that with trout, though.
you say "zoop" when you throw in the, and then you're like, just kidding. You say "yoink" and you grab them and you pull them back out of the water with your like hand.
Joink.
Oh, I got a Cephalon pseudo on me.
They call him the fish
really
burglar.
care that much.
The fish burglar.
What should we do?
I'm gonna fix my
You're
hair.
you're gaslighting them fish there. You're toxic. I'm gonna cancel you.
Shut the
Hey,
fuck
not
up.
that quickly.
I'll cancel you.
Bit of caviar.
It's Super Bowl world.
I'll cancel you. Because there's nothing to cancel you on. That's the point. Because they always cancel you on
Ooh.
bullshit that don't matter. Ooh.
Stop gaslighting the fish, Eli.
But the points don't matter.
Asking what will Pop-Tarts do is how you get
Y'all
Nothing
better
really
respect-
matters, as anyone can see.
from Sunday.
Nothing really matters. Freddie Mercury even said it.
Pop-Tarts do here. Yeah, that
I
feels
love-
right.
Who doesn't love Queen?
Crazy good.
Yeah, really.
Oh, earn free crypto.
Just avoid people that call you anti-LGBTQ for not liking Queen if you don't like them.
I don't know a lot of people who are like that.
It doesn't
think-
make
like
I don't understand that. What does that have to do with LGBTQ? you.
Because Freddie Mercury was gay.
What?
How is a
Yeah, you didn't know that?
So sure that we'll still have the most listings in the
He
future.
also had cats.
By going there.
What?
My world.
My world.
He wrote Cats, the musical?
No, that's
Yeah,
not. He owned Cats.
Does he,
Yeah, he owned the rights to the musical Cats because he wrote it. My
can
God.
He loaned people cats once.
If only he was still with us, then he could explain the meaning of jellyfish cats to me.
Jellyfish are what jellyfish do.
Jellyfish are what jellyfish does.
I'm a jellyfish.
Should I even try this?
You know, cats are like a
Do
box
another
of
one of
chocolates.
these. It might not be worth it.
What do you say? What do you say, Chad?
You know, cats are like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Pieces to decorate your space. And make sure to
Yeah.
protect those pieces with renters
They melt in your mouth, not in your hands.
Cats are also communist.
Wait, a box of chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand?
Well, yeah, because you're holding onto the box.
Wait,
Jeez, man, keep up.
you put a box of
Cats
chocolates
are
in your
also
mouth?
communist. Cats are also communist because they
Explain.
well, okay, no, not
Okay,
communist.
keep going.
Bums, they're not communists. That's I just associate
Cats are-
communism with bums because the bums are promoting communism. So,
People are
I'm not aware
promoting
of that.
communism with their rear ends.
no, like
This guy was
the
very
homeless
kind.
people who do crack.
I don't want to hear him say anything more about like wanting to have a place to live. I'm done.
All right, let's
it's more like
put this aside for a moment.
They
Oh
trust the
my
government.
God.
But anyway,
right.
cats.
Well, Cats the
we're looking at
musical
you.
is only enjoyed by people who are on massive amounts of drugs,
So I'm
as we all know.
this sub-Saharan African kingdom
Uh-huh.
that has only just discovered the Mediterranean Sea, and the game wants me to rival France.
Wait,
Wow, just full on France. Jesus Christ.
One of the most overpowered,
Driving through polyunsaturates.
Looks like the town of Bedrock.
the third strongest nation in the
Out
world
of history.
right now.
why don't you pick a fight with them for no reason besides the fact that the game wants you
It's an
to?
interstellar stucky.
And Spain formed.
It says, "Give us your land, or else."
Is Portugal still under personal union?
Casino.
Yep. And they don't have any liberty desire.
Ooh, they look like real comfortable buildings.
John B using a
So as
Jabba's
soon
rod.
as Queen Catalina dies, they'll own all that as well.
Like big frozen loogies.
Jeez. And they integrated Naples, it looks like.
Huh. Fell
Naples.
from on high. That's not supposed to happen.
Hey, doesn't Superman live here?
Well, if he does, he's got freezer burn.
Be friends with France. Could improve
Or
relations.
Universal Studios back alive.
In fact,
It was one humdinger of a doozy, it was.
The United States-Mexico border.
Oh, come on, why can't I have a line?
You really didn't
Lawrence
on
is
that one.
Color red?
the Papal States too.
She had to stay on her lithium.
Burger Town, Gonzalez. Gonzalez, you gotta pick Burger Town. Ramirez.
Hey, look, they got outer space.
Oh, wait,
dance
actually.
balls on.
Oh. Do I see Lake Victoria?
Yeah, that's Lake Victoria.
Oh, what was your first clue,
See?
butthead?
That's
Victoria.
where the Shenlong was
TT
seen removing a
Oh,
massive
yeah?
heat gun from a military base.
Yeah?
Come on, we got a job
Yeah,
to do.
I saw it on the news.
Burundi is my vassal, and I'm slowly feeding it all the small nations that are in this area.
Neat entryway. Oh, Alexander Calder was here.
Yo, where that True Dust at?
I don't know.
Model from the beginning.
See if you can find him.
Very different vision made this movie.
Infection, no cure.
He'll get back
That's
to me.
why
I
they want
messaged him a
you
while
to-
back, and he'll get back to me when he's available. He's probably busy with dinner and stuff right now.
Well, shoot.
Bang, bang.
John Shaft?
That John Shaft.
Me and him had a political discussion earlier today.
Yep.
Oh no.
They're coming.
Found out we
They're
had very
coming.
like views. So.
But who is servicing it?
Say.
Since it's apparent that this whole installation is still under tension.
Sexual tension.
Play some GTA, but I got no one to play with.
Get these.
Man's a BQ. What's that?
What?
No, it's Mozambique.
Oh, Mozambique.
Oh my god, he's saying oh my god.
Oh, the most butch
Really
pronunciation of Mozambique ever. And the most butch.
So, how's
pronunciation of
your
Mozambique ever
crusade
goes-
against Morocco going, Mr. Africa?
I don't think.
Well, I think it
David,
went
that is
pretty
what
well.
you want us to call you from now on, right? You wrote it on your name tag for me reason. Hi, I'm Mr. Africa.
Yikes.
Note to myself, don't throw rocks.
The
Oh,
GTA
boy.
on intro, but it's in
This
2021.
is gonna turn into a very difficult.
I'm sorry, you may
Do you
wanna
think
start running now.
Rockstar's going to hold off on
And it starts to crumble.
the GTA 5 update for PC for a while?
Yeah, probably.
Wait,
yeah, it's just.
They want the illusion of console exclusivity.
Also,
Wait a minute.
it seems like potentially
Lunda
was it
was-
GTA the remakes.
Oh yeah.
It seems like those might not be coming to PC day one either, which is really stupid.
That's mixed up the fucking character. What the hell?
Beady, this is getting weird.
Looks like they're up a creek without a paddle. Or a plunger.
Come on, give them a break. They just stepped on a rock.
Lolo.
That's a
Lolo.
that's a good
I
parody.
like Lolo.
GTA Online intro. Remember the intro you had to do whenever you first sort of played GTA?
You get picked up from the airport and all that jazz.
Yeah.
They make
So
you do a
the-
shitty race.
Yeah. So there's this much animated GTA Online intro, but it's 2021.
They really should update that. I mean, like, Warframe recently updated their first mission.
Yeah, I definitely
months
think.
ago.
I think they should like at least make it so you can like see everything that's there.
With a name like Smuckers, you
Diamondback
really get the feeling
Rattlesnake
for
is in
real
this photo.
preserves.
You
Can
wipe
you
your
find
feet
it?
before you come in here, young man.
You know what they need? Some KO pectin.
Can I see the photo in full resolution?
Now it's leaking baked beans.
Double up KU.
Oh, nobody told us there'd be burnt newspaper at the end of this road.
Have you ever been over a friend's house to eat?
I think instead of a new tutorial for GTA Online, they should you should start as a new player, like a mile off the coast in the water. And just, no explanation whatsoever. Like, find civilization, do what you have to do. It should be much less kind. And not explain anything.
About 1 million pounds of duty.
Oh, Texas Governor Greg Abbott tested positive for COVID-19. Oh, here goes.
What a surprise! No one could have ever seen that coming.
He only ate it for breakfast.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Most
because
days.
he's conservative.
No, mostly because of the whole. No one's allowed to wear masks. If you do, you're communist.
I mean,
Are you an anti-masker?
no, I'm not. I just believe that
Good thing the
you should
Venusians
have the
can't
right to
get far
personal
away from the
choice.
bathroom.
I disagree on this. Mostly
I can see
because,
why
like,
you
I feel
disagree.
like you have. I feel like there are certain things where you have a duty to your fellow man. I mean, it's. You just have to put a piece of fabric over your face. That's it. It's not going to kill you.
Or ideally not very long
Hey,
overall.
Hey,
Well, you have to
everybody.
wear it all day.
Rafa
That's
said
when it gets
duty.
more of an issue.
I agree that Hafo did say duty on top of everything else.
Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's a fair point.
It makes sense.
like-
Hoppa did say duty.
But it's more like I'm not gonna tell somebody not to wear a mask. I'm not gonna laugh at them for it. That's their choice, you know. And like
I am.
Enjoying tonight's Clack Festival Theater
Well,
presentation
when
of
have you?
Spaceship to Venus.
Hoppa, let's put it this way: have you had a job since the pandemic started? Have you had to wear one all day?
Snacks and snippets anytime
If
of the day of the year.
if medical personnel are capable of wearing masks for hours on end in hot hospitals while they
Medical
have to go
personnel,
deal with
auto body workers,
and too.
construction workers,
They're also getting
welders.
paid more than $11.25 an hour. The money is worth it for them.
Don't forget to serve the Clabber Club platters of
Eli,
Okay.
Eli, I'm saying it's not a big deal.
I know
Well-
it's not. It's more of sending.
Let me put it this way: if I had to choose between minor inconveniencing and the potential death of thousands of people, and also further lockdowns and other horrible stuff,
And also possibly like helping COVID stay long enough to just further mutate into other things that are harder to stop. Like,
I think that's gonna happen regardless.
yeah, but
it's gonna happen regardless.
No, it
but it
wouldn't
didn't
happen
have to. Like,
regardless.
it like
no, there's a difference between people, between the chances of infection.
it would like require enough people to like be actually like thinking about what's going on to realize this is how it works, but which is like the impossible hill to climb. But yeah, no, that's the thing.
That's the hardest part.
That's the hardest part. That's
Like have any of you had to wear a mask all day?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You notice how you? I mean, I get short of
And we
breath.
survived.
Yeah,
But I get short of breath. I'm not in the best shape.
So did I, and it like fucked with my like. I have to
found
keep
that
taking my
ridiculous.
glasses off because I can't like configure it. It's like it sucks.
I
but
do find it fogs up your glasses, but
yeah,
I have glasses, but that's
yeah.
All right.
it sucks on it's an inconvenience, and it's like it is for everybody. And like, I don't know, my standpoint is deal with it. Dum dum. It's like
Well, I wear them when at work, but I have it down around my mouth when I'm not within 6 feet of somebody else.
okay.
It's just like
So you're smart enough to figure out why to do this stuff for yourself, and I think it's important to you that like that the distinction's made. But and like let's have that discussion.
I'm
But
moving,
like
heavy items a lot
not-
of the time, and I get I don't
Well,
like
whatever.
you shouldn't exercise with a mask on. Like I'm pretty sure that's common sense.
So, but like, you're saying it's an inconvenience to you, and you wish you didn't have to do it,
yeah,
but
but
you're
I mean,
also recognizing that not wearing a mask does put other people in danger as well, right?
If you're within 6 feet of them, like screaming at them, yeah.
And there are a lot of people
like
dumber than you who probably
don't have to
do
be
need
screaming
like a
either.
rule.
Yeah.
Well,
So Eli, like, how do you feel about drunk driving? Like, do you think people should? It's their choice to like impair themselves and get into a car and endanger everyone. Like, and that's cool.
Yeah, but again, also I come from an area where drunk driving happens a lot, and it goes unnoticed and uncaught a lot.
Well,
And so that's
a
like
problem.
that's way
So
cool.
does mask
I
wearing.
think Hoppo can attest to that.
It's not a question of whether or
You're
not
in on
it
this.
happens.
Drunk college students potentially endangering people. That doesn't mean we should have less enforcement. It means we should have more.
The college students are not the best example either because they're young and they don't know how to, they don't have a high tolerance. They don't know how to really handle it and hide it well, right? But Hoppo, you know Huntington, PA? Right?
Yeah, I know.
You go down there on a Friday or Saturday night.
in
You know,
West
people are
Virginia?
driving around with boat trailers coming out of Pennsylvania. People coming out of Racetown with boat trailers, left and right, and they're all drunk, and they all know these back roads they take to avoid the cops. Like they know what they're doing. I mean, but like, apparently it's a big problem down there. Like the cops are always enforcing it. And I mean, the drunk driving
Why
trade
is it a
no
problem?
different from anywhere else. I mean, it is a problem.
Despite the memes, being a criminal is not who doesn't get caught is not a good thing.
Yeah, ultimately, I'm pretty sure eventually one of them is going to have a problem. And
Yeah, I mean, that's
you
definitely
think
true.
I'm smart enough that I can drive drunk, But then eventually it turns out you weren't smart because
since Hoffo. So
And it's also a big difference.
Really.
Like most people,
I just think that
think they're smart
people
enough to
have
do a lot of
basic
things that
duty
they're not
to your
smart enough to
fellow
do.
man. Like you can't. Like I'd say, like saying everybody has to go into like a fucking communist cult or something is asking too much.
That's interesting.
But I'd say asking people to just put a single piece of cloth over their face.
All right.
In order to help end the massive global pandemic that we have going on is not asking too much.
All right. Well,
like compared to the alternative.
No, I'm not saying you're not asking.
Getting everybody vaccinated would also be a pretty decent alternative, but I'm pretty sure that's out of the question for everyone because some people are too stupid.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Alpha, I'm not vaccinated. All right, because
And that's also.
Just throw that stuff.
Oh God, why aren't you?
Because I don't. I feel it was rushed, and I want to wait a little bit. True us is the same way. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have
Well,
a existing medical condition that like a doctor's telling you like not
no,
to?
I do not. I just do not feel
Okay.
comfortable with it because, you know, there has been. I mean, like,
There have been studies
vaccines-
done.
Yeah, vaccines don't cause autism, right? Well, let's get that straight. They do not cause autism, all right?
I mean,
My
you said it, not me.
My girlfriend thinks they do, all right?
Okay.
But,
Lord.
well, yeah,
Wow.
which is, you know,
You
like
gotta keep
I want to try to tell her, but she's so far down the rabbit hole. There's like she knows like every
Oh,
little-
don't I know how that is? I
Yeah.
have not a direct family member, but a indirect family member.
Yeah, I'm just like whatever, you know, like I mean I can just agree that this COVID vaccine, I don't trust this COVID vaccine yet, and that's where we're at. Right.
Yeah, but what will it take you to get you to trust it? Is the question.
I probably never will because with the way our government, how untrustworthy our government is, the fact that it's government funded is where I'm like I draw the line. But
All medicine is
So
government
yeah,
funded.
oh my
Are you just
What's
going
the
to
last
stop
medicine you ate?
using any medicine at all?
no,
Crazy
you just use natural
conspiracies.
stuff. All right, but
Oh God, the natural stuff doesn't work.
well, it stopped working because we created this other shit.
Do you also
No, most of that stuff was a placebo.
do you also think NASA faked the moon landings?
No, I don't. I don't.
Dude, the government.
Well, there's no
fund-
proof.
Yeah, that one is. This is like I don't know. Like that one, I'll believe the government on that one because there's enough evidence there. It's like okay, yeah, there's a rocket they launched into space. Visibly, people saw. So like,
Well, but you didn't see
But
it.
how about people who are not in the government? How about doctors and surgeons? People
well, so
who
they-
have been to medical school.
I mean,
Scientists who research
I don't know.
toxicology and epidemiology.
Dude, just because the government funds
Pharmacology.
something, the government funds a lot of stuff.
I
the
understand
government
that. They can also,
funds.
if they give you the funds, they can control what you do with them, and that's you know.
No,
Huh?
they don't. in
They
most
still
cases.
mostly don't.
They don't. They say, "Here's money. We want you to go and look into a solution." for
Sorry,
this."
I was,
And then ultimately, your company ends up getting bought out by some private medical company that jacks up the price. That's the American way.
That's the other problem. We won't talk
there's,
about
lot,
that.
there's lots
So
of
wait, you're
problems.
saying
that-
you don't trust medicine that's funded by the government, but at the same time, private industry funding medicine and then jacking up the price is also a problem?
Oh, The Rock, would you let that die?
I mean,
Does
yeah,
it?
because if it's government funded, it should be a lot cheaper theoretically. That's what the left
Well,
is pushing.
oh,
Like,
I've got
like
good
for
news
example,
for you.
just for example,
I've got
like
good
free.
news for you.
No, not free, not free, not free. No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Whoa,
It needs
whoa,
to-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
There needs to be more competition in general, and none
Like
of
three
these
different vaccines you can choose from.
No, like
There are several different types funded by different world governments.
yeah, like 20. All right.
There's like, dude,
Like,
there are only
exclusively
so many
here.
ways to skin a cat, bro. I'd
I
say 6
understand that.
vaccines is plenty.
All of which have been
I mean, why don't
proven
you,
effective.
if you really don't trust the United States government, why don't you get one that was funded partially by a different government?
I mean,
India, China,
I really just
the United
don't
Kingdom.
like. I feel like every time I tell people this, like I know a lot of my friends are not vaccinated. Every time I get into an argument though with people who, you know, like Just like people who think they can tell me what to do with my life. This is.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
These are just
I'm
a
just saying that
strong
you're
suggestion
making a bad
from
decision.
Yeah, this is just a strong suggestion from people who
Like,
care
it's
about
not,
you, and
I'm
that
going to go and
Yeah.
knock you
I
out
understand.
and handcuff you and then drag you to the vaccine site.
nobody's
I'm
here
just
to
saying
tell you
you're
what
making a mistake.
to do, but we can certainly,
But
tell you we
yes,
think it's a bad idea.
yes. The other reason I'm doing this is because I want to see if the government will do that, so then we can overthrow them, because that's not okay.
Dude, that's not going to happen. Are you
You never
crazy?
know.
Even
Yeah,
in America,
Biden
even our
said it.
left-wing party is pretty centrist at best. And considering how, at any given point, at least half of the government is going to be controlled by Republicans who barely even believe that COVID's a real thing, that's never going to happen. It would never happen. Ever. I'm confident in saying that. If that happens, I will give you $10 million. I will put myself in debt. For life.
Let's do it then. You have to give me
It's never
$10 million.
going to happen. It's never going to happen.
How can I get back
Yeah, okay. Like,
The global market's just gonna fall apart, and human teeth are gonna be the only thing you just watch. Everybody's gonna be cannibals. It's gonna happen in 2 seconds.
Human teeth, what the fuck? No.
It's those dang
No.
globalists. They're just
you're
behind it all. They're
saying-
teaming up with Satan. They're just gonna get us. But you
I
know,
guarantee
if you
you
listen to
it's
me and
bad.
buy my special toothpaste, everything's gonna be okay.
If you listen, or if look.
I'm a little bit mad.
Sorry.
All right, so
I just had to go there for a second.
repeating what Chuck was saying for some reason.
Oh, tell us some good
Like,
news.
if it gets to bad enough to the point, like if COVID gets really bad, I think they might be able to get a vaccine mandate through. Because
COVID already is kind of.
Dude,
they've
as long
never-
as half of the government is controlled by Republicans, that's not going to happen.
Yes, but like
Ever.
about 60% of those Republicans,
Dude,
have,
unless there is massive voting,
That would never happen. Period. It's that.
As long as our government is represented by states and not people, that's
do you
not
think-
going to happen. It's
That's true.
I'd say if massive
they're trying
voting
to
rights
push.
changes happen, maybe the Democrats can keep control, but they will never have a guaranteed supermajority for ever. It's not going to happen. Even if
I don't want either party to have supermajority. It's both. I don't like either of the parties. And I
Anyway, dude, I guarantee you, I am willing to stake if
Hey, it's Eric Roberts' sex table.
there is never going to
Okay,
be
up there, feet in the stirrups. Oh no, it's for
even if there's never going to be a vaccine mandate. As much as there should be, unless COVID mutates into a form which will
It wouldn't hold up into
infects,
courts. It wouldn't
like
hold up in the court system.
Yeah, but it would still. It could do that. I mean, yeah. The
And
court
if that
system
does
would
happen,
get done.
and that it is killing half of people, are you still saying it would be a bad idea to get a vaccine then?
At that point, probably not. But
If
I mean,
somebody like close to you died from COVID, would you be like, "Oh, it's a conspiracy," or like, "Oh, I wish
I
that
already am ready
something
for
could have
that
been."
to happen.
What's that?
I'm already ready for that to happen. Like
Go better when you start with care.
Let me
What
put
do
it
you-
this way.
what does
I
that
have-
mean?
I
Ready
have
for that
family
to-
members who have many.
With how bad they say it is, I'm already expecting it to happen. But both of my parents are
Right.
vaccinated, and just about every, like, I don't
That's
really have
good.
a lot of people I'm really close with, anyways, because people always like I don't I don't beat around the bush. I'm straight up, like I say what I see, and most people around here do not like that, and I'm
Mhm.
kind of hated for it. But it's like whatever, it's life.
For the
thug life
record,
is-
just because
I
I
chose the thug life, or I didn't choose the thug life chose me, kind of thing, except it's.
I
don't
am
give a
here
shit.
to listen to you, and I enjoy you as a friend, Eli, regardless of what you think and whether or not I think it's stupid.
Eli, let me put it this way. I have
I love
a
you.
family
It's
who,
like I
both
want
sides of
to be all right.
both sides of my family have autoimmune disorders, and on top of that, one of my family members happened to a couple of years ago, before all of this, randomly get a horrible fungal infection, which has fucked up her lungs for years. Like,
yeah, and then she's
horribly.
vaccinated. This person is vaccinated, correct?
Yeah, and if you're vaccinated,
Correct.
you like Iceland is basically 90% vaccinated. And they haven't had any fatalities, but that doesn't still mean that if you get infected, it's not going to do some damage. Like, the point of getting everybody vaccinated is so that you have a large enough group that
it stops the spread.
They'll stop infecting it. I mean, do you want... I hate flu season. Do you want there to be COVID season now? Because that's what it's going to turn into.
I mean,
Alpha, there is though.
We already have COVID. Yeah,
like it's already
like even when we
even
if we do somehow manage to get out of this pandemic,
didn't have to be.
Which has had what stage fucking 17 by now. We're still going to have fucking
week 45 of 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah, because people refuse to do anything to flatten
idiots.
the curve.
Hey, there are people so dumb they actively did the exact opposite just
people
because.
Say, hey, if we do something,
it felt like
if we
making
follow these rules,
the
curve will be flattened in 2 weeks, and then nobody followed the rules, so it didn't get flattened in 2 weeks.
I know that's a straw man argument or dumb argument, but I just wanted to.
Yeah.
I just find it entertaining sometimes to just troll, just be like.
Yeah, I know, but.
Because it's more, for me, it more just comes down to I want to give Big Pharma the middle finger because they,
Dude, Big Pharma. This is like I agree that Big Pharma is generally bad, but this is vaccines are like the one thing which they do as as a free thing. That's the one thing. If you get the vaccine, you are fucking with Big Pharma because guess what? It's costing them money.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah, I want it to cost them money for me not to get the vaccine. That's the idea.
Getting the vaccine is what's
How
costing
about
them money.
don't get sick in a way where you
because
need
it's a loss.
medication for the rest of your life?
They take it as a loss because ultimately, if everybody's vaccinated, then it costs less in medical care for everyone.
Losses, though. I thought the taxpayer is already paying for those losses through the vaccine.
The taxpayer is not. The government is paying that.
And it's rented.
The taxpayer makes the government. Makes the government spending, all right?
No. The government.
Why are we paying taxes? Fuck it, let's
paying
start
taxes is to reduce
roads and shit.
Paying taxes is to take money out of circulation. The government prints money. It can pay for whatever it wants.
And it's also printing way too much, and they're inflating the debt away. All right.
Well, seeing
That's a
as
really big idea.
it's taken a pandemic to cause inflation for the first time in 20 years, I find that hard to believe.
About? It's a faster rate of inflation now, yeah, but it was.
Actually, inflation has been kept in check since the 90s, with Fed policies.
I kind of see that, but it's just like, I guess gas is a little more volatile, so.
Well,
ultimately,
prices is not the same as inflation.
I just don't like. My whole thing is like, if the government says to do something, I do the opposite, basically.
That is not a smart policy. The government tells you.
The government says don't die in the pandemic, and you're like, I'll show you. I'm gonna find a way to die.
Well, the government also says don't shoot people and don't jump off bridges and don't.
Wait, what are you saying, Eli?
Wait, if you get a refund, doesn't that just mean that you overpaid them?
Well, yeah, but it's whatever, I can't.
I mean, like, my mom does that because, she's afraid of the IRS, saying, we want interest, ooh. But, like, it's not actually a good strategy to pay, pay more.
No, I don't overpay them, like, on my behalf. Like, that's just when my taxes come at the end of the year, I'm just, like, the tax rate they take out from my paycheck is already overpaying. Like, I don't know why.
That's pretty common.
That's why they give you the rebate.
Yeah, that's not like fucking with the man. That's the man system working as intended. It's like, it
may be inefficient, but
yeah.
It's not.
I mean, hey, I'd appreciate more improved tax efficiency by, cleaning up policies and eliminating massive loopholes for billionaires, but like that's something else entirely. kicking TurboTax lobbyists out. Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
bad. Rocketing off the charts with that immortal hit. It's Bob's Dead.
Oh man.
Next, coming up, Rocket Man.
Boy, Estes has nothing
There's
on those guys.
Bug.
My dear friends would never leave
Oh.
me. Hey! Come back!
Hello, Amazon Prime. Roomba. This thing looks like a manta ray. That's weird. Oh, dang! Wait, it's Tuesday, right?
Oh,
Dang it, I forgot about the Warframe Twitch stream thing. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Still got 2 more days to do that. And even if I didn't, the drops this week are garbage. Anyway.
There's an angry black gentleman on line 1.
They could be out back.
would you please just
Oh, Fred
turn
finished
that
her last
off?
day at Fairway.
Nice! I hope that you don't get stalked by that dude.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he'd have to be pretty creative to be able to find her, you know,
Find
Hey,
it
never-
unlikely.
where she lives.
Hey, she's nude.
I don't know. I think that
That's pretty
I don't want to scare you or
decent.
anything, but like somebody's boss being stupid enough to like say, "Hey, yeah, she went to go work," or blah blah blah. I think that's definitely something that a boss would be stupid enough to do.
The white zone is
Yeah.
for
Anyway, I don't mean to
all
scare you, Fred.
astronauts making connecting
And I find it
it'll
unlikely.
probably be fine. And if it isn't, then you should call the cops. If he shows up at your new job.
Hey, there's an M card
'Cause, like,
filled with
you know,
people. Mom. See, it's a way to make
Hanging
it
out,
easy.
showing up at somebody's job repeatedly, that you could argue that's a coincidence. Showing up at their new job repeatedly, that's
Doing the same thing.
decidedly less of a coincidence, let's be honest.
Personally, me coming from somebody who used to be like that, who didn't know what the fuck they were doing with women, alright? Like, part of me wished that they would just, like, talk to me or, like, try to hold a conversation with me. Because my social skills were just non-existent because I'm on the autism spectrum, and it's just like, you know, I, like, had to learn everything like going to school. Like, wasn't kind of born with it, didn't come to me naturally. And that's, a lot of times people that are really creepy and weird like that are just a little different, and they're like normal people.
Yeah,
Not-
maybe, but I think that's also why you gotta kind of.
gotta
Sometimes you
feel
gotta
these
spell
things.
things out.
You
Though
gotta
that can
feel
also
this-
end
yeah.
badly.
He can also, maybe what you have to do is you may have to tell him, please stop, coming near me. Like, you might have to be like, or like ask him, like, something, I don't know.
Yeah, you
Like-
gotta. Anyway, that's let's not put the cart before
You
the
gotta
horse.
make
Let's
sure to
just,
tell him, I am not interested in you.
let's stop spooking Fred, and let's just.
Yeah.
Whoever's talking now, just decry
I
me.
think Kafferman said the most important thing in the whole
What is
thing. This is unlikely to.
I find it unlikely.
Yeah, this is
amount in
this
anything.
is not going to happen.
Certainly let us know
Sorry.
if you're having any trouble with anything, Fred, but I don't think it's a thing you need
What
to
the
worry
heck
about.
does what the heck does decried mean? Is it?
To be outraged by,
Oh.
to condemn.
I mean, I tend to do that a lot, so I'm not surprised. I mean, like,
I'm not quite sure that's the right word. Whatever. Who cares?
yeah, it's like, he's definitely being a creep. I'm not saying to talk to him. I'm not saying to, like, I don't know what all you've done to tell him you're not interested. Like, I've not heard any of the details.
Covering
But-
the whole thing up.
We must use our
Right.
We'll fly
And
further
that
and further.
obviously has to be white.
It's mankind's destiny.
That can be.
That
can stay red.
Hey.
Oh, described
Who are
me.
you? Hey, get her off me.
Oh, describe me. Oh yeah. Those are very different words.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm a little hurried there.
Yeah.
So wait, what
At
motive?
least we're not gonna have to go through that.
The like
Oh,
what?
a shame. I'd like to go
Like someone who's like, what part did?
Actually, I kinda
What was
like
it? Me? That?
Yeah, it's because Fred also is.
New Adventures of Perry
Oh.
Mason,
Fred's
or
also-
any Monty
Yeah. Okay,
Markham
yeah.
television project. Ooh.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like mornings I'd eat way too
I mean,
much
yeah, I mean, he.
sugar crisp. and
I mean,
then
I
all
used to be
these
like that, and I
foods
knew I
kinda
was
smell
pretty confident that
like
girls
balls
found me
and
creepy,
Well, it
but
sounds like cozy
you know, I
fun,
just said.
huh?
Oh, it made me
I,
feel
as
like
my
I
old
ate
man,
after
my
Neil
as I've
Diamond
heard from many
red
people's
wine.
fathers, well, not my father
Ooh,
for
2
some reason,
giant scoops of that
is
for
as a
me.
guy you just go up here and
I thought it
talk
was
to
pretty
him,
good.
you know, and he can't,
I
he hasn't
mean,
done
it
that yet,
had
so he's
some
not
spots
really.
that were kind of slow, but I
But-
like the international flavor. and
let me play devil's
I had a
advocate
lot of
here.
action.
That's like, I don't know. I want to say this. That is advice from someone who probably was able to find, romance with another like neurotypical person in a pretty conventional, traditional way, and I think shit can just be different, and like some of that advice might not be useful. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's understood. Like, I mean, yeah, I just couldn't really do that. So what I did instead was just be myself and let love come to me, and that's what happened.
there's I think a certain energy you put out with it that's just when you're comfortable with yourself, that people are drawn to, and it's not like it just happens when it happens, and there's
Exactly,
really
yeah.
no other way to put it. Just be patient.
The other big thing is like find someone who's stable, who's not like,
Yeah, to try to
it's
avoid
not like-
toxic people, and that it can be hard sometimes, and you just don't know, and people turn out to be toxic as you get to know them better, and it's sometimes it's just a matter of like you not actually being compatible people. It's tough. It's a learning process, just like everything.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, it's like my girlfriend, like she's like the exact opposite of me. Like she's like real like I'm, believe it or not, I'm actually an introvert,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't know, like I took a personality test. I'm an introvert, but I'm like also like extroverted at the same time because like I think it might have been because of just the lack of attention I received as a child. I don't know.
There are
Might
also
just have something
different
with, like-
contexts. I like that in my own way. There's different contexts of familiarity with people, and you can that
Like I warm up really quickly. I warm up with people really quickly. Like I'm.
yeah, but like you might be different when encountering strangers. I think that's pretty natural. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like I definitely,
Anyway,
it's I've learned a lot in the past like year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually honestly very happy with the woman I have. She's respectful. She respects my decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like she doesn't like. She respects when I want alone time. Like she's very loyal too.
It's important to find balance with those things. Like,
Well, I mean-
alone time versus together time. It's
Well, like she's one of the ones who just like doesn't care because she's so comfortable with herself that like she can be alone or with me all the time. Like she doesn't really
Cool.
doesn't bother her that much. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I'm I mean like when I'm with her, we're just kind of like chill. We're just kind of I have this whole different like personality when I'm with her. It's weird, but
yeah, you'll find that. Yeah, you're seeing a version of yourself that's like responding to a new kind of relationship, and that's just what it is.
So has anybody noticed? I just noticed something in GTA.
Mhm.
There's a sign on the one discounts, like of the clothing store,
Mm-hmm.
like the really cheap one. This is due to be replaced on like the shopping center's like sign outside. Has that always been there?
I don't know. I can't place it in my mind right now. but they do occasionally, slightly edit.
Yeah, like to provide
buildings.
Easter eggs.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
let you know what's
Fred,
upcoming.
if you were in Discord chat, also, I think
because then I can see what.
I'm not looking at your. I'm not looking.
I'm looking at Fred's YouTube chat. I think I'm the only one who's looking at Fred's. This is why everyone needs to always watch the Chud Spadango Gaming Network every time
Oh
there's a
man,
stream.
new customer only. Micro Center free 240 gigabyte SSD.
We recording GTA?
Microsoft bimbos. Oh hey.
No, but you and me can play GTA if you want, Offo.
We're not right.
You mean Dusty?
I mean, not hot. Yeah, you know what I meant.
I'm probably going to be going in like a few minutes.
I'll probably be
Gotta
playing
eat,
GTA in a
and
few
I gotta
minutes.
I'll probably be going to sleep in a few minutes.
I'll probably be regretting my life decisions in a few minutes.
Yeah, me too.
What's my Liberty Desire like?
Anyway, I think I might get that DualShock 4 PAL thing entirely just so I can play portable ops with controls that are less terrible. Because for some reason in that game, you don't half tilt the stick to walk. You have to hold down a button. That means that like if you're trying to aim down sights and have your finger on the trigger and also be moving and looking at the same time, which I did pretty frequently.
Doesn't seem worth it.
You need another button. Well, it's like $14, dude.
No,
And I can
I
use it
mean
for other
playing the game. If it's gonna be like that.
Honestly, I have grown numb.
There's another way to say that.
Wait, what?
Hoffa, you could.
It becomes so.
Yeah, like that. That would be the other way to say it. Yes.
But at least you're comfortable, right?
Is a distant ship floating on the horizon?
Anyway, like
it's only coming through in waves.
That's what happens when you try and play a PSP game.
But I thought you said you were going to use Discord chat.
I definitely lost the thread of whatever Hoffa was talking about originally.
He's playing an old PSP game on his PlayStation, which requires a push to walk button, which is insane. And I said, "Is it worth it?"
Right.
Yeah, it is. I had played in PSP, but for some reason the dead zone on the stick
said that.
It's ridiculous. The dead zone is like you have to push the stick halfway to even start moving. And there's no way to fix that. And the only reason why it's not like that on my PlayStation TV is because there's a mod that fixes it. Oh, hey. You're revolting.
No.
Sure is.
Can I see Austria?
Pepperjack
No,
cheese.
I can't. But
are you still getting consumed by was it?
I am now
still having issues
7th strongest nation in the world.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
It is.
Are you still having issues converting all of your people to Catholicism by force? If necessary?
Well, it's just going to take time, but I've made
No, it's the Congo.
progress.
The Islamic people in North Africa are probably already been wiped out by Spain at this point.
No, I doubt it.
Well, at the very least, the ones on the Iberian Peninsula.
All the screen. Yes, the Iberian Peninsula, but they get bonuses to that. All the green and striped is.
Oh, and the Moroccans, I think.
Not yet.
And Islam, unfortunately, has bonuses to against conversion.
I'm waiting for all the boys to get on.
So
I don't think
I'm
Chud's getting
saving
on
those
tonight.
to
I can
last.
imagine.
Those are going to be.
It's just going to be you and me if we do play it all tonight, True Dust.
Oh, hey, your exploration's fished.
What was that one thing you wanted to show me earlier, True Dust? You want to hop over to a different channel so we can show me that?
Let's do this.
I mean,
yeah, well, I forgot what I was going to show
I mean, basically everybody's just playing
To
different
continue
games, but
our
does it really
conversation
matter?
this morning before I left. Do you remember?
Nah.
No.
I don't.
Oh, also, just as a thing that I want to say to everyone before I leave, remember, if you have
To
a
all,
PayPal
good night.
account,
Oh.
you can get $75 off a purchase of $375 on B&H. So if you need any new computer parts or anything,
B&H.
that's a good deal.
Say that again.
Say it again, but slowly.
$75 off a purchase of $375 or more from B&H Photo Video, which has
That's just a B&H coupon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you need a PayPal account.
This-
And also, I think it's
Oh.
ending like tomorrow.
Oh well, then never mind. I do not have time for that.
Hey, it's a lot off.
It is, but I
We'll
need
just
to
have to
save up.
celebrate next B&H Day.
I got you.
I need to save up for a car.
Beep beep.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
gee, oh wow, that was fast.
Yeah. Well, that's because those
That's
were
how it moves
natives,
on 4.
and I am a few techs better than just
You gotta
people
go
who
over to North
naturally
Sentinel
live in-
Island and obliterate them.
Well, we don't like to use the word obliterate.
Nuke from orbit.
What the heck?
You should do
Knock,
what I
knock,
do.
Here's the smallpox.
Whenever I use the orbital cannon in GTA on another player, I say, "Oops, misclick." I think that's how you should regard it too.
Do you think we should do that tonight?
All right. See you all later. Good luck taking over Africa or whatever.
Oh my god.
That sounds
It's
racist.
gonna take a while, and Spain
no,
is
he's
gonna
the
be
Congo, so it's
a
totally
real,
cool.
a real pain.
Instituting Catholicism by force.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, I mean, there's some in Ethiopia. Well, not Catholicism. They're Coptic, right? Yeah, Coptic.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Infection, no cure. Oh.
Wow.
Are you playing GTA tonight, Judd?
What's that?
Are you
Dude,
gonna
that's
be
really
playing GTA
quiet.
tonight?
Yeah,
You're gonna be playing GTA. Oh,
Yes, yes.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Whoever said
Cool.
that said no.
I thought you said you weren't. You weren't. Oh, that might have been last night. I
No,
was
at the
thinking of.
time I was chilling. I was kind of waiting for True Dust to be available.
Yeah, and then
now
things
it
got
sounds like True
heated.
Dust is available. Then things got heat. Yeah. Yeah, if we record tonight, let's avoid those topics.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing.
I
It
sent
just
you
got a
a
little
message,
political, but
Tris.
whatever. It can happen.
Yeah.
I think a
better
lot of
not
people.
to keep those private.
Yeah.
Let's.
Are you streaming right now then? Judd?
Oh, I am streaming,
Yeah.
but nobody's watching. I
Yeah,
wonder why.
yeah, the name looks.
No, because the reason is because nobody ever watches.
I watch you.
Don't put
Aw,
yourself down.
I watch you.
I mean, I'm
What?
watching.
How dare
too.
you?
I'm gonna add a dislike to the video. Ah.
Oh no.
No, just kidding. I'm gonna like the video.
You can dislike him if you want.
Look,
I'm all for
I can,
Rob you like that.
I've discovered candy.
Wait, they removed the dislike button numbers. It says dislike now. It won't show you how many there
Must
actually
be
are.
rock candy.
Really?
Probably because the White House's videos had such terrible like to dislike ratios. That YouTube has had enough.
Oh, people must love them.
And no, it's like 90% dislikes. It's
I
mainly
find that
people
hard to
who
believe.
I
just
just want you to
banning-
know that Alex Jones does have Photoshop. So.
Yeah, I'm not. He's, I only like him because he's funny. He's memey as fuck sometimes. That's the only thing I like about him. Like he's wrong 90% of the time, all right? But it's
That
just
sounds very generous.
Turn the freaking frogs game.
I
That's why
oh
it's
man,
just like,
I observe him from afar as a cautionary tale.
yeah, it's like
what not to,
what
not to
do.
become. Yeah,
What
for
not
sure.
to become. But no, my favorite. I saw this compilation of like, it's like I'm a patriot. I'm an American. It's like it has all these different like, and one was like, I'm a reptoid clone of John Wayne and Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Oh, there's I'm a scientific reptile in the being in sort of the final phases of an extermination grid, or like some weird shit like that. I am 1776. Like, just the weird shit he says is just like.
All right, I'm gonna start streaming soon. Right? Let's get. If you got any more Alex Jones in you, you got a minute to get the rest of it all out.
In front of him now, which is okay.
I know.
YouTube standards.
I just
Judd
wanna
is
be.
just afraid to get bent.
No, not at all. I'm just. I would rather have a more
What?
Productive, different conversation.
Oh no, the man
Okay, I
looks...
mean, but we all gotta admit, Alex Jones is fucking
Don't get me wrong. I just want to get it out of the way. On another day with just you and me, we could talk about Alex Jones. I would love to talk about it. Like
about Trudesk. Trudesk in there.
I listened to a podcast about him. I'm up to date on his shenanigans.
All right. Yeah. What about Joe Rogan?
I'm not interested in Joe Rogan at all. Joe Rogan's not like enough of
great on news radio.
Yeah, he's done good stuff. He's not for me.
When he interviews who's that? He interviewed Elon Musk. Like some of the
right.
Elon Musk is funny as fuck.
I mean,
he's also like super. Oh, did I tell you? He tweeted a picture. It was a meme, like the woman holding the dog's mouth shut at the restaurant, and it was like there was like my wife, and then it was me 8 beers deep, and then the crowd was people who trust the government, and he actually tweeted that. And I'm like, what? No way.
Okay.
Scribble, I think you're explaining too fast, and I don't think we're understanding exactly what you're trying to say.
I need to throw it in chat. I will throw it in chat. You can start trying. I won't say anything once I post it, but
it's
go ahead and
non-information I probably can retain.
I mean, but it's like the richest man in the world tweeted that. What?
I mean,
you're the wrong.
That people tweet things every day.
Yeah, and he.
The drumstick ice cream.
He knows how to, as a lot of people, very well-known people do, how to push buttons that get them attention, and get that dopamine spike.
And the fact that he probably hasn't deleted it yet tells me that that's his belief, right?
Whatever.
Or just forgot about it, or doesn't care.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Also possible.
Guy's got a lot of I think he's in the middle of a lot of court shit, and he's probably not in like the best personal mental state right now.
That dude in the friend group of like all the super rich people, like all the super rich people are like a friend group. He's just that dude who just doesn't give a shit and just is himself.
He's
just like extra goofy.
He's
he's married to Grimes for like.
He's embraced
they named their child
a lot of distinct elements about himself that have he's done well by, and it's hard to parse out all the stuff that he's like legitimately done in a smart way and the stuff that he just like fell over our ass backwards into. Yeah.
X.com.
Oh, we did a kickflip. Sick tricks, bruh.
Yeah, 1 sec, Fred. I'll be right back on.